The want for some type of attention, some type of expectation, for glory and wealth and riches are as old as time. People fought on whole battlefields to take land because they wanted wealth. Midas, whom we know was of some type of mythological beginning, had to have the wish that everything he touched turned to gold, and didn't realize how bad this was until he touched his daughter and turned it to gold. There is always a sect, a group, someone that wants something of wealth, something of affluence. And every step of the way, when you want these things, Mammon is never too far behind, just to test you, just to see how desperate you are, to fight for, to step on, to destroy the lives of others around you in order to have what you have, or to obtain those things, or attain for that matter. Wrong wording, sorry. See, Cat Williams was not lying on that Club Shay Shay interview early this year when he said all would be exposed. And let's not pretend that Cat didn't give a warning. He may have not been warning about Diddy specifically, but then when you're saying things like, you get invited to the parties and you gotta tell him no. It's like he's dropping these little dimes that are coming. It's like the pieces of a puzzle that we knew were gonna come. Before I finish this rant, I get that people who are famous can be framed, and particularly that America is not kind to black men. Here's the thing. We've all seen the video, right? You cannot this once, with the receipt we all just saw, come at me with this, oh, they're holding the black man down. Because that video was so clear. You can't say that that's not, there is no innuendo. Stick a fork in him, he's done, and he needs to be. Again, if y'all can go find it, because I can't, there's a video on YouTube years ago, if it didn't get taken down, called Puffy is Poison. And this guy broke down, I think this video is between 8 to 10 years old. I could be wrong. It could be less. It could be less than like 8. But the way in which that person broke down how Diddy destroyed people's careers, how people came up unalived under him. None of us are surprised. I was on a break today and I decided, okay, I'm going to watch this video because I saw it, I think, first in the Daily Mail, or it somehow popped up on my phone. I always believed Cassie, okay? But nothing can prepare you to see those images. And when you think about how small and frail, she's not frail in the sense that she's weak, because she didn't ask for this. She was frail in the sense that compared to him, to watch her be kicked and dragged like that, it shocked me. Then you have an unbelievable amount of people who took a $50,000 payout to keep their mouths shut. If the shoe was on the other foot and it was their relative, if that was their mother, if that was their daughter, if that was their niece or their cousin or their aunt, Would they have taken that 50,000 then? Because it's inconceivable to me, and it gets me seething, that people took money in order to cover this woman's pain. For a second here, I'm going to go back to Cat Williams, because this is why his warning was real important. Even 50 Cent spoke out on this. So it's not like, and people tried to make them both seem like haters. It's getting, even Jaguar Wright, it's getting increasingly hard to call these people haters. Because if this receipt showed up, what other receipts are going to? But let me stop segueing and get back to Cat Williams. See, Cat said something pretty profound, okay, on that interview. How he turned down job after job after job that was in the multi-millions. All I asked them to do was remove this step and fetch it bleep bleep. In layman's terms, he was saying that Mammon didn't mean that much for him to lose his dignity. That's what Cat was saying. And see, at the time, you like, this is a bold and brave man who ain't gonna do anything for money. No, Cat is a lot more intellectual than that. See, he knew he was surrounded by Mammon's nemesis, not nemesis, but minions. And Mammon's minions wanted him to sell out his dignity for a short time in the name of living luxurious. As if these things don't have consequences later on, or at least Mammon paid me out. See, he lived high off the hog for years, Diddy, and thought this stuff wasn't going to come back and get him. You saw this, he saw this stuff happen to his contemporaries that did the same thing. I don't know what's behind Suge Knight, but let's be honest, he's sitting in prison for a reason. Sometimes things aren't racial. Some people just willfully participate in evil and conduct evil acts against someone who is of their own community, one of their own. And that's the worst part, because it doesn't take a lot to coax that type of person. They want money and fame so bad, and that monster was already in them, that Mammon just fed that beast more. And a beautiful young lady who had a budding career paid the price for it and had to go to court and take on Mammon. This is why I'm always baffled by people my age who still get online and they make comments. If y'all heard a noise, I'm sorry, my computer comes with the alerts. It's amazing to me that these people will still get online and be like, I'd sell my soul to do that. Because there are people doing that now. Saw videos of people being clipped without showing their names, stating that they sell their soul to live like this. See, Satan will never let you own anything. And when you really research Mammon, you'll find out that Mammon is a demon of wealth and riches. But forget about somebody's holding the black man down. I think this rage was in him. And as I stated, Mammon just merely fed it him and made him rich. I would prefer not to know the pieces of crap that took $50K to keep their mouth shut for what's happening to her. We all knew, and now we saw the extent of the public image that he puts up. There's a YouTuber, I won't say his name, that I'm subscribed to because he didn't give me permission to. But he says something profound, and it's the reason that I always keep my eye out and I'm ever vigilant. Oh, me and my mangling of words today. I'm ever vigilant to fake acting people. This is what he says. See, people still wear masks when it's not Halloween. See, that mask can be beautiful and it can fool you. And see, back when Diddy, people said this about Diddy and there were still no receipts. You still had those few people, 50 Cent and Cat Williams and all them, just be talking too much. They haters. Jaguar need to keep her mouth shut. They just haters. Look, I know people will get into this mess about idle gossip, but has it ever occurred to you that those three plus Aubrey O'Day and some more people spoke out? Has it ever occurred to y'all that they're just warning you about the consequences of giving in to Mammon? Because I'm about to end this video, but be honest. Mammon literally knows, or merely knows, how to enhance something that was already inside you. Mammon is the reason that these people took 50K. And don't give me that mess about, well, if you had the kind of job they had, I don't want to hear it. They wouldn't want it to happen to their female relatives, best believe. And if they're women, that's even more pathetic. Because you wouldn't want a man to do that to you. But you knew that it was him. And the camera angles are so spot on that you can tell that's Cassie on the ground and you know it's him. We all knew, okay, that a lot was wrong with Diddy. The way and the length to which he kept up the beating was shocking. And the reckless way in which people took money to keep their mouth shut. Because we're not going to make a big deal out of the fact that it's 50K, but we'll make a big deal out of the fact that they took anything. It's disgusting. It's pathetic. And it tells to this culture's need to feed the beast that is famous. And it tells to the fact that the demon Mammon is a persistent demon giving you all your fame, your fortune, your beautiful houses, your great soirees. Bump those people. A good chunk of them in Hollywood. I'm gonna throw a rough estimate, about 95% of them wear masks and it's not Halloween. And the reason Cat Williams makes sense now, more sense than anything, is because that's just how desperate Mammon is to take down as many souls as he can. I hope you rest easy, Cassie. I pray that you get all the help, all the resources, all of the care that you need. Because you didn't deserve that in no way, form, or fashion. And I still shudder. But I had to make myself watch that video to confront what we've always known. That fame is overrated. And that Mammon is just too generous to some people at the expense of those who they all assume won't fight back. Keep up the good fight. Because he need to be locked up, and locked up ASAP.